Oh, oh, it's like Grandma's apple pie in a coffee cup. I don't think I suggest you give this a shot. Hey everybody, I am Crunchy Scott, and today I am reviewing and ranking fall flavored coffee K-Cups. I was originally gonna do just these three. I've got Sweetie Pie Pumpkin Pie Coffee, McCafe's Toffee Almond, and Donut Shop's Caramel Apple Pie. However, I was just at Trader Joe's and I spotted this. Autumn Maple Coffee Cups from Trader Joe's. I'm really excited about this one. So stay tuned for that review. But for now, let's get brewing and reviewing. This is the McCafe Toffee Almond flavor. I have kind of high hopes for this because every once in a while I will get a cup of McDonald's coffee from a real McDonald's and I tend to like it. It's pretty good coffee. I don't feel like toffee and almond scream fall to me for some reason, but there are little fall leaves on the logo here, so I'm assuming it's fall. So let's give this a taste. It's piping hot. Oh. Very, very bitter. I usually don't mind bitter coffee, so that's not really an issue with me. It's the artificially flavors that are kind of coming through. I don't taste any almond, to be perfectly honest with you, but I do kind of get some sort of like buttery hint that I'm assuming is the toffee flavor. I let it cool down so I could get a few more sips in, and guess what? I like it even less. Sorry, McDonald's, it's really not a great cup of coffee. I think it's that extreme bitterness and artificial flavor that really comes through that's really turning me off. So I purchased this for about $9.99 at the grocery store. I have seen it online for as low as $6.99. So as far as K-Cups go, I think it's right in the price range of something that I consider a reasonable price for a 12-count K-Cup. Now, out of 5 cups of coffee, 5 being the best, how do I rate this? 2 out of 5. I am definitely not gonna buy this again, but I'm not gonna throw this away. I will add nut milk to it to kind of get me through the next 11 that I have. I will say the smell is okay. It doesn't smell like fall to me. It doesn't make my kitchen smell like I've got pumpkins in the oven and cinnamon brewing on the stove or anything like that. But it's a decent smell, but not a super great taste. Dun, 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 dun. I didn't do it right, but I do love using my Jaws coffee mug. Okay, this is the original Donut Shop Coffee Caramel Apple Pie. That sounds absolutely delicious, but I also think it's kind of a tall order to get that caramel flavor right, to get that apple flavor right without it all tasting too weird. This is a 12 count, and it was $7.99 at the grocery store. I let it cool down just a little bit because I find that when the coffee is cooler, those flavors aren't as muted by the freshly hot steamed coffee. Let's give it a try. Oh wow, okay, you definitely, so the apple is right there smacking you in the face, and that's terrific. It almost feels like the kind of apple pie like you get at fast food places or those little apple pie turnover things that you have. It's that kind of apple, that's kind of saccharine, sweet, ultra apple flavor. I do not get caramel at all. I think caramel must be a tough flavor to replicate in a coffee. But anyways, the apple is definitely present. Now, with that said, it is not like the most super delicious apple you've ever tasted. When I say the apple is present, I mean it's kind of that air freshener apple scent that you get. The coffee is kind of good, especially, I'm glad I let this one cool down a little bit. The coffee is pretty decent. Now, you get that artificial flavor of the apple in there, which is fine. I am gonna give this 3 out of 5 cups of coffee, and that's a pretty good score for this. Not super delicious, not like tip of the top, like I'm gonna buy this again. But I will be able to drink this for the rest of its 11 in the box here and be just fine with it. It'll be just delicious on a cold fall morning. I have never purchased K-Cups from Home Goods before, but there is a first time for everything. I saw these Sweetie Pie Pumpkin Pie Coffee K-Cups at Home Goods the other day, and they immediately sucked me in. Actually, I think it was the little picture of the heart-shaped pumpkin pie on the cover that sucked me in. $5, $4.99 actually for a 12 count, which is really good these days. That's an amazing price point. So let's test this puppy out. I will say my kitchen smells great. Sometimes that's really good because oh, they're really hitting that pumpkin pie spice in that coffee. And sometimes it's not good because you're like, oh, it's overloaded with pumpkin pie spice. So we'll see what this one does. The coffee element to it is very weak. You know what this reminds me of? Trader Joe's pumpkin pie spice coffee K-Cups, where that basically just tasted like all spices. This definitely is giving me vibes of that, where the spice element is super heavy in here. And the predominant spice is nutmeg. So I will give this a 2 out of 5. Sorry, Home Goods. That means that I will totally get through this box. I will get through the next 11, totally fine, but I will not be purchasing it again, and I don't think I suggest you give this a shot. And now the one I am probably most excited about, Trader Joe's Autumn Maple Coffee Cups. Just the name of this coffee makes me want to put on a sweater and watch Gilmore Girls all weekend. But the smell coming out of my kitchen right now is pure fall. Oh, I am pretty excited to try this. But first, they come 12 in a box, and they come in this little nice foil envelope to keep them fresh. You got to remember, some of the Trader Joe's, or I think maybe all of the Trader Joe's K-Cups, are more like these little pods with mesh bottoms. This little envelope keeps them nice and fresh because you can kind of close it up really nice and easy like that. I think this was about $5, $5.29 I think at Trader Joe's. So pretty good deal overall for any type of K-Cup box of 12. But you know what? Is it worth it? Is it even worth the $5.29? Let's see. Yes. It is so worth it. Oh my goodness, this is really delicious. So you know what it is they kept it simple. Maple. Do I taste maple? Yes. As you probably saw with the other reviews, when coffees start mixing a bunch of flavors together, first of all, it's tough to tell exactly what that flavor is, and it mutes the coffee. So this actually tastes like coffee and maple syrup. It's delicious. This is by far my favorite of all the coffees that I have tried today. And if I was ranking them, obviously this is number 1. Number 2 would be the Caramel Apple Pie by Donut Shop. And number 3, and a distant number 3 tie, would go to McCafe Toffee Almond and Sweetie Pie Pumpkin Pie Coffee. Just a reminder that all of my fall flavored K-Cup picks from 2021 are still available in stores and online. So I'll link that video down below so you can give that a watch as well. Let me know what kind of coffees are warming your belly this fall, and don't forget to check out my retro-inspired coffee recipes that are right here on my channel. Have a great day and happy autumn. I was originally gonna do,